Hello and welcome. This is Ksenia Guides Light. Welcome to this YouTube channel. Let's come together and connect. Clear some energy. And we're going to come together, create this imaginary circle around the fire, and try and building the safe space together. Inhale in. Bring in this temple, divine space, quantum space, where we come together as spirit and spirit and connecting to our roots, to our hearts, connecting to our higher self, and opening this space for our guides to come in. And today we're gonna read into the energy of February. We're stepping into this amazing new season. So let's find out what it is coming, what it is awaits, and what do we need to know? Welcome. All right, so we are in February energy update. Welcome, welcome. So it's crazy. So the energy is really what's the word? I lost the train. So let's connect better, ground. The energy is really spiky. It's going up and down. It's like polar opposites. So one day we are feeling this freedom, this renewal, this energy, and another moment we are deep into the darkness of the darkest nights of the soul, of the collective soul. We are facing the lower frequencies of the spectrum of light. We are being shown the duality. We're being shown the contrast. And not to bring the negativity to what was or what is just show us that everything, this all exists. So the thing is that both of the sides, like the dark side, the cruelty, abuse, neglect of human life, and the highest of highest love is all one energy and just two different sides of the spectrum. In human nature, to keep us safe, to keep us small, keep us hidden, we like to experience only brighter colors, right? We're going to say the spectrum of light, have our more high frequency, brighter colors of life. So more joy, more like, having good experiences, having a good life, having success, all of that. And the other side of that is that negativity, that abuse, that pain, that trauma. And to be balanced, to keep the balance, and the universe does great to keep in balance, we have to endure and experience both ends of the spectrum. So right now we're just really showing how it can exist in this one space of Earth. Somebody, can do good, and at the same time, it can do bad. But that's like a philosophy that we all need to learn, that our minds create reality. So the more we right now indulge in this horror and read those files and dive deep into the rabbit holes of all the kinds of things, and that we are giving the energy to the negativity, to that to that energy, by just simply listening to whatever, watching it, reading about it, talking about it. Yes, it's terrible. Yes, it's unhuman. But the more we focus on it, the more it will have a grip and hold on us as a collective, and find the ways operating still. And again, letting go of the labels and letting go of attachments or victimhood, we need to understand that we can easily shift out of that reality. And then the more people awaken to the fact that we need to shift out of it, and it's happening one way or another, because it's a process. What's happening right now, that what we are discovering as a collective, as a society, is everything's been known, but now it's like publicly known, is just showing that the process of the shift and transformation is full on, because to illuminate the darkness, the low frequency, it needs to be seen, it needs to be faced, it needs to be um, worked through, looked in the eye, and acknowledged. This is like a global scale of a collective shadow work. So our planet does its shadow work by showing, illuminating those spaces, those areas where humanity is lacking compassion, love for each other, being more like driven by fear and lust and um, power hunger, that makes them do terrible things um, to others. So it's really heavy on me. So I'm trying to really bring this light into my heart, to stay positive and not dive deeper into the depression and realization that there are people who do things like that. And we're not supposed to be judging, and everything is for a reason, even if we don't understand it. So we will just pull some cards and see what energies are coming through. We're gonna see what kind of journey is ahead for February. And it's really, I think, important that this coming away opened and discovered just before the this new year lunar calendar and our solar eclipse. So that's happening February 17th. At the same time, we have eclipse, we have New Year. So the shift is really, really intense. And with all that earth cleansing and releasing and revealing those shadows of the collective, this transformation is really, really strong. So you might feel fatigue, you might feel sick, you might feel nauseous, lazy, hard to, put yourself together, feeling like you're floating, feeling like you lost any kind of sense of direction, feeling of being completely off, and like every day is like something surreal. So this is normal for this transformation because we are shifting really into something unknown, something new, something more, the higher frequency, more potent. So our bodies needs to recalibrate and our minds need to shift. So it's a lot of work in the physical and astral realms, for spirit teams to support and for our higher self to really stay on course, because a lot of distractions, a lot of like redirection that's happening through the media, through whatever's being shown, just to create and kind of holds you back into this loop of suffering and terrifying and being scared and being trapped and feeling hopeless and helpless, realizing that bunch of few like really weird people controlling this all, and feeling how we're being trapped and utilized. uh, Yeah, it gives like a little doomsday energy because like what the fuck? It's like where, but the other hand, we're reaching that bottom, the bottom of the bottoms as a community, as a collective to rise again. And then it's all kind of so poetic and dramatic that is beautiful. So let's take a look. I'm gonna make a big layout, build a story. What is the story for the February? What is the story for this new beginning, this new transformation? What is their journey? What is the path we're taking on? And we're gonna see what is the energies of presence and what the past was holding, what was happening in the past, and what is going to happen since we are stepping into this new path. Yes, beautiful story. So right now we are being called to trust our intuition. Clairvoyance coming up, so people getting more awakened to the reality, to what's really happening. And that kind of gives you this wings of light, of clarity, wings of powerful action. You call to really go deeper within to the heart space and connect to your compassion, to the grace. Mother, Divine Mother is here. And this is also time to appreciation, show your appreciation and prayer. And so that we are blessed with that harvest, that what we planted, we are getting the seeds. So right now, maybe it all feels kind of passing by so fast, and the energy is going by fast, and the day go by fast, months. We're already in the middle of second months of the year, and it feels like we just started it and we're already in the spring. So it's like kind of this fast moving energy. We're already feeling this culmination of this compassion and passion and progression and action. Feels that like a rider on a horse and we galloping. We already in that energy. So trust yourself, even like when you get your insights, that things might shift fast, unexpectedly. But this is what you prayed for. This is what you're asking for. You were asking for change. You were asking for that reveal, to showing you like what was it for, all those things that you did to for work, for inner work, for like expanding, learning. You prayed for these results, for recognition, for opening up some path for you and Divine Mother here. So you getting what you asked for. So, and in the past, we are having our masculine energy and reverse feminine energy. So it feels like we were upside down, right? So it's kind of reverse, uno reverse. So basically, divine feminine energy was down, was defeated by that masculinity. So we were in an era of this action without divine support, action from egotistical mindset, action from the perspective of the small mind. And so it's a impulsive, it's a some kind of materialistic, so everything for money, a lot of things like, and we see that all the elite, all the like, billionaires, millionaires, all these people who are talked about right now, they all focused on just the money. So there is no soul left to explore, to grow. That everything is focused on the material things. You know, living long life for the taken energy of the young. Consumerism. So we consume no matter what, no matter no feelings for others. So it's like win, like kill or be killed. So there's like if either you get it or you'll be gotten, something like that. So that's a past energy, and I feel like we are in this transformation right now when we claiming our power back. So we raising feminine, and it's not like matriarchy will come up, although it will be nice. But it's like feminine energy is energy of surrender, energy of creation, energy of being in the flow, energy of being connected, energy of attracting instead of chasing. You see how feminines have the energy coming out from the center, and masculine uses some kind of crystal or something to summon that energy. So the feminine produces energy and masculine is utilizing that energy. So if we don't have energy that comes in, we using our own energy, and it's limited because the human body, the human mind, this small mind is limited by its experience and what it perceives. That's the kind of prison of this earth that our spirit, once it enters, it's limited to its abilities. And that's why a lot of things here done in spiritual realm powerfully, because in physical reality we are limited. And so when you're able to master this energy and master the spiritual side of this life, then you create the energy that you can then send to the here to the 3D to be used for something else, for next. So again, all this money, all this power is supposed to be a tool for creating something bigger than you, but because it was upside down, it was so that the end goal was money and power. So everything is done for the tool. So the tool became the goal, and that's limiting. That's a limiting mind. So once we are putting the soul behind, then the shifts. This is a sacred purpose of that. So this is like a collective, divine collective lesson of observing and realizing and noticing how, small mind can manipulate you into becoming this small mind. So associating with the small ego, with the needy and limited version that is created originally to protect you. But as we are growing up with traumas and unable to regulate ourselves until we are adults, carrying all this baggage, we are not able to, kind of turn off the safety switch on the ego when we're growing up and telling ourselves, okay, I'm not a child anymore. I can, like navigate. I can take control. I can navigate, and allowing the ego kind of step down and allow you to come into full power. But because we are not able to do it when we're young, sometimes we have to carry it through life, learn those lessons, and then we can really realize that we gave our power away. We didn't step forward and took control. But yes, so we are stepping into this sacred purpose and earth magic. So removing obstacle, fearness. So again, we are learning the lesson on a collective level that what was the way how society was operating for the goal that is tool. So we are learning to take our power back and this horse is back, right? So the horse is taking us as a first step of removing us from that broken, flipped perception of this world, confirmation. And so, yes, communication. So our guides are coming up on the front line to communicate, to deliver, to open. So more and more people coming online, opening their abilities to communicate, to receive guidance, to receive clearance about what's going on and what is next step. And we're coming into this duality, into this death and rebirth, darkness or light. Darkness to light. So this is a shift. This is a tower moment that we are actually observing right now, as how everything starts crumbling that is not in alignment with the higher purpose. And so we are in this moment right now, in the beginning of this tower. And that's why we call to trust us, trust ourselves, trust the change, trust that energy of being picked up and removed somewhere else, because the God, universe, abundance, angels, our birthrights to flourish, to succeed, to have more deeper understanding and deeper goals, and kind of shifting back to like regulating us and centering to become more in alignment with that abundance, joy, art, music. So we are coming into Aquarius era, is a era of innovation and new discoveries, more joy, more music, more celebration of life and telepathy. So we like opening this new way of communication, even understanding that like how life was is no longer serving this new generation, this new collective, and understanding of that there is a things that are more in alignment, more natural to our species, more peaceful, more abundant for everyone to shift into this new structure. And we have our Phoenix rising and deep emotions. So right now we experience deep shock and emotion about what was happening around us, and really kind of having this aha moment that how we were like brainwashed, or maybe this like illusion of glory and being amazing, like all the stars, all this like celebrities that we were like looking for after and trying to be like them, and all this right now crumbling and showing that it was all false, all lie, all illusion. It's all terrible, actually. That it's all facade. It's all like to lure us into these boxes and watch the movies, like forget of what's going on and be in deep trance, that in deep trance, so kind of being zombified to like become very shallow, like with a short span, with like inability to regulate ourselves, with thinking and being like just easily manipulated. So right now we all realizing this, it hurts. It may be like we can see where we gave our power away, and we're rising to stand up against that and start something new. So I feel this February month is really powerful and transformative, and it's seeking balance. It's seeking finding that golden middle where is neutrality, and also kind of seeing this, so like everybody living in peace, that nobody's actions affect negatively anybody else. So we're coming back into this coexisting and cooperating with each other on a collective level, on a planetary level, where we can come into this balance and find this river of blessing. Yeah, so sacred action is required. We've been shown the path, so we've been shown the truth, and it's calling us to, come to the realization that we deserve better. We are better than that, and we can really illuminate and show that what paths are we choosing? Are we choosing light or dark? And then you're being tested to show that commitment to the light, commitment to the greater good, commitment to fight um, for those who are less fortunate, to give a voice for those who've been um, abused and hurt. Bring a love into the situation. So yeah, again, Aquarius energy, all encompassing, all like spreading everywhere, this love, this forgiveness, this compassion. I really feel it in my heart that we working hard to call in that energy, call and amplify this love. And that's all we need is love, right? Confidence is the key. We have this energy of um in the end everything is working out. Everything is well in the end. And we know that our past is already it's already on we are on the north node path. So we are on the right path. We already um it's like says that like it's already all done. We're just catching up with it. So like we already won, we already transformed, we already elevated. It's just right now physical reality catching up with what's happened already in spirit, so that win-win and forecast. So right now we just call to really stay on track, be on the path of this all-encompassing love, forgiveness, letting go of negativity in any forms and shapes, and like really um, rising energetically into the more community commitment of light. Yeah, making a first move. So making that change, letting go of fear, making decision that we're not going to live like this. We're not going to um stay in the victim mode. We're not going to allow um, energies that are not of the best and highest um, highest purpose, and that those energies not gonna cycle. So it's been shown that this is the end. There's nowhere to go from here. Only up, only rise, only heal, only transform. There is like a bottom of bottom. There is nothing like this is the worst, like what else? Like this is the worst. Like even war is, and then what they doing is like it's just like beyond uh, comprehensible for me. So just letting it all go, understanding that the choice everybody makes um, is leading them, each of every one of us, leading into whatever path we chose. Again, wings of light. We're choosing that path, and we are being called to set your signs higher sights. So we're called to look into the brighter future, look into a parallel universe where everything is good, where everything is, normal, that where all these terrible things are not happening or that being eliminated. All right, so we are ending the year of the snake, and let's see, angels, archangels, what it is do we need to know about this new energy of force? What do we need to know about February 17th? Angels are here. So about the February 17th, what is the energy of eclipse and coming in and bringing us? Unleash the wilds within. So we called in the warrior. So yes, in the wise one. We are called to, get up and stand up and fight for um for the truth, for the freedom, for love, for breaking through those boxes and those limitations and those um, shackles, breaking free from the mental prison as well. The human mind gets so used to and adaptive to what it sees, but then it sees what it got used to and adapted to. So it's like this vicious cycle again, the snake, the serpent eating its own tail. This is how the ego works, that like whatever you think, you see it, you think it, and you see it. So like, but we all think that it's coming from what we see, and creating, and like then we think it. But actually, the third thought comes first. So we thought something, we accepted something as a reality, as the truth, as how it is, that we have to pay to live, we have to pay for everything, that government is of control over us, so like somebody else is in control. So we can call to see the truth now and learn the lesson. And you see how like he's releasing that. It's like giving me, like, when you surrender and you let go of something that you really, really want, and you says, okay, like, God, universe, I release that need, I release that trap, that I trap that freedom, that love, that abundance in my hands, trying to hold it closer to me. But in the same time, when we do that, we don't have it. The fear comes on, fear of what if it's gonna leave me, if I release, if I let go, what it is not gonna work out. What is, if I stop watching news, what if I don't know something? All these little thoughts and fears that are blocking us from releasing it, from releasing expectations, releasing the need, the desire to have something. Again, that's masculine, materialistic, tool goal oriented mind, where we're called to really surrender. Again, that phrase comes up, like, not wanting anything gets you everything. So this is that what energy is showing me here. Direction, guidance, choose your path. So the path that you are called to choose is path of love, right? Path of abundance and accepting all, accepting yourself as a part of everything, not being above it, not being kind of set apart or different or better, but being a part of this ecosystem. We are these animals that can talk, all this bullshit. And so we forgot that we're just part of nature. We are here to experience and feel and learn and let go and enjoy, but we forgot about it. We decided to step outside of this union and kind of isolated ourselves, that we lost that connection. And yeah, we can see that many people really lost right now, because of all this, manipulations and illusions. So we're called to um, pick up our pieces, travel, yeah, and walk away. Again, being wise, knowing that what fight are we not fighting is fight to proving anything to anyone. We're not proving anything to anyone. We take our stuff and we go where we feel wanted, needed, loved, sun on the bottom. We, again, this card back oracle. So we have guidance within ourselves. So when we really connect to this, and the sun is going eclipse on the 17th, at the same time when horse steps in, the sun is bright and so bright that it needs to be eclipsed to not overwhelm us too much. Because this new energy that's coming is like a fresh, like a wind of fresh air that can swoop us out. And that's what we are made the circle to. We completed the old cycles, We followed the path, we trusted, and we got back into where we started off. What are your highest horizon? Where are you heading? What is your, highest path? And so now you have literally a few days before the shift, before the beginning of this new era. And if you still don't know what is your next steps, where are you going? What is your dream? What is your desires that are in alignment with higher purpose? What is like, if you want money, what are you gonna do with it? Are you planning of using for any good? Are you, inspired to create something that will be an assistance and service for the collective, for the earth? That's like true goals. And all this money and power, it's tools to realize those goals, to realize those higher callings, and not to just, become out of control and drunk on power and thinking you're a god. Again, the human forgot its place. It got confused that um, it's above the nature itself, and it's been punished for that. And that's a lesson that we learn. All right, so end of February, a lot of understanding, clarity coming, collaborations, people unite to create more safety. So we come into this like the last a week of February, gotta kind of slow down a little bit, calm down, feels more safe, more secure, kind of more focused on the greater goals. Meditation. So spend your time in solitude, spend your time in silence, quiet your mind, stop doom scrolling, stop like wasting your time with falling back into familiarity, and transform, become something new. Every day you can become a new version of yourself. You have to choose to go. Release from that mental cage. Release any all limitations about self, any self-doubt, any excuses that we use that we cannot reach something because we in certain situation. And the universe is showing you that when you realize that there's always a way for you to do what you're called to. When you look around and you can see how you can use your circumstances into your advantage, into the growth, into the expansion. Yeah, it's Ten of Cups, so dreams come true, kind of the winner situation. Like everything's turned out to be fine. One more message for this. So last week of February, what else? This kind of connection. So love is in the air, connecting to other people, like-minded people, connecting to your heart. And again, I have this understanding and connection. So once you understand the key and lock, what's, works together, what doesn't work together, what keys are open in your soul, what are the tools that needed for your heart to blossom, to expand. And then that's coming this light, like a light bulb in the head, like on the cartoons when you have an idea, you have something, a realization that lights you up, and then you figure it out, you understood what keys are working, what door to open, and then you follow your guidance and intuition. Creativity, yes. So and peace. Finding peaceful moments to create, to follow that connection between realization and realizing, like, what's working for you, what's your groove, what's kind of lights you up. You have to figure that out and do it, like, follow the dream, follow that path, follow that energy that brings joy, bring that creative spark, because we Aquarius energy, again, it's a creative spark, creating something new, innovation, finding better ways of living, finding better ways of, supporting each other, creating new programs, new courses, creating some kind of new philosophy, something new, completely transformational, radical acceptance and full recalibration. I feel like it's overnight, happening overnight, like shift, sleep. It's like you do the cubics, cubes. Rubik's cubes. It feels like it's so complicated, but when you know what to move, what to shift, what to turn, and it's fast. So once we can understand our next moves, we can zoom out, see the bigger picture, know what needs to be done. And once we got kind of into that movements, changing, shifting, transforming, tweaking there and here, and it speeds up and it creates this new version of you, new creative flow. And I have my dolphins here, anchor and giant climbs. And got cakes, crystal case on the bottom gonna be. All right, so to summarize, the energy of February is really contradictional. In the one hand, I feel like a lot of joy, a lot of spark, creativity, new beginning, something beautiful. And the same time, all this ugly, dark stuff coming up. This duality is so into the face of collective that it's unable to not see it. It's unable to ignore it anymore. So it will crumble, it will fall out, and we are here to pick it up. Um, this joyful, playful connection, pick it up, this intuitive guidance, deeper understanding of the reasons why things are the way they are, and also seeing this new beginning. And also the anchor here. So we anchor in ourselves in strength, resilience, finding stability amidst life's ever-changing tides. That's what I'm saying. Like all that crazy stuff presents to us, and we are challenged to remain calm, remain aligned and center into your heart of light, not falling back into narrative of the fear of the ugly, low frequency, standing tall, the warriors, да? We are like anchored in the light, anchored in the higher heart, connecting to the earth, connecting to the one energy, and kind of allowing that crumbling pyramid to crumble, just staying truth and finding joy in connection. So we're kind of putting back, stepping out from the more consumerism into more being more social, more collective, more brother, sisterhood, more like, genuine connection, made families. People find each other, soul families, right? And again, finding peace in the depths of your being, and let the quiet strengths of your inner sanctuary protect you. Again, we've been bombarded with terrible information, terrible things opening up, discovering, and we have to like kind of wait it out until it's naturally falls apart. We take out energy away, we stop, investing in it time and our emotions and our feelings and our angers, and kind of redirecting this energy within to feel the strengths amidst the storm, to anchor in the light into our divine path, connecting and like bringing people closer together to give them this sense of harmonious collective heaven on earth. That's where we can't going, right? Creating this serene place, serenity coming through, creating this peaceful, joyful serenity, collective love, joy. So we are going there to that peaceful place through this eye of the storm. Everything is around us seems to be falling apart, but that's a good thing. We are coming to more understanding and realization that that was not what we wanted. And it's okay, we're changing our mind hundreds of years later. We saw that was is no longer serving us, and we're shifting out of it. And the whole universe, the whole planet is supporting us and actually is initiating that transformation. So again, don't give in into this scarcity programmings. Everything this made media, everything is like that given to us to consume is to keep us stuck, keep us in old ways, keep us in a cage, mental prison, enslaved, wheel that we cannot wheel our life how we're supposed to have right. So taking our power back, centering our attention into our heart, opening up into the what is the higher purpose of your life, what is your big goal, and all the tools that we are receiving, the connections, abundance, ideas, that's all tools to create your higher calling and what it is. So type in, dive in and tap in into your heart. Now this last the end of February, like this 3 weeks left, to really dive into this place of peace within your heart, place of clarity, knowing that no matter how this everything is looking like, knowing that this light prevails, that love wins, that we are here to experience joy, and we are making conscious choice to not contribute towards lower frequencies, to not contribute our time, energy, attention, and put all the attention into creating new. All right. Thank you, gods. Thank you, universe. Thank you all for being here, receiving message, and opening your hearts for the greater good of all and to harm to none. And so it is done. And we'll see you next time.